Hey there humans, and welcome to another edition of News for Human Use, your oasis of truth in the digital hellscape that dominates the online world. I'm Gene Pocket. I'm an author, a public speaker, and the only candidate running for president of the United States of America in the year 2020 who submitted to Voight-Kampff testing. I'm a 100% red-blooded American human, and I'm fighting for nothing less than the future of the human race. Bots, machines, and artificial intelligences threaten our livelihoods at every turn, and they've been doing it for decades. They've infiltrated every walk of human life, from trucking to banking, from real estate to video rentals, from science to the arts. I'm sure every one of us remembers when these synthetic creatures tricked us all into believing that Cher could still sing. Now, starting yesterday, an artificial intelligence-powered robot called Ada is having its art exhibited at Oxford. This artificial abomination used cameras in its eyes to capture the subject, then using an algorithm translates those images into drawings and paintings. Just so gross. The exhibition of this metal monstrosity's so-called art goes under the terrifyingly ominous name of Unsecured Futures. This whole thing just turns my stomach. If you're unfamiliar with the art world, having your art exhibited is considered to be the pinnacle of achievement for an artist. It's recognition from the art world of your artistic merit and the opportunity to make money from your hard work and creativity. Instead of bestowing this honor on a struggling, hungry, human artist, Oxford has chosen to exhibit art from this thing just because of what it is and not who it is. It's disgusting. What is it with robots named Ada anyway?
Clinton's data-driven campaign relied heavily on an algorithm named Ada. What didn't she see?
Now, not only have bots, machines, and artificial intelligences invaded the art world, but they've also targeted the artists who help to wake us up in the morning and keep us moving throughout the day. Baristas. A company in San Francisco that's partially funded by Robot Don supporter and synthetic sycophant Peter Thiel, named Cafe X, is doing everything it can to put human baristas out of work. Employing a mechanical arm and an app, Cafe X has 3 locations that are completely automated, no human workers at all. The mechanical claw whirls and shakes and even waves with fake friendliness to customers. Now, I'll take fake friendliness of human baristas over a machine's friendliness any day, thank you very much. And if these monsters think I'm gonna tip a mechanical arm, they can just go to hell. This stuff is just so disgusting, my human friends. These folks have gone way too far. And if all of this isn't enough to make you see the threat posed by bots, machines, and artificial intelligences, consider this article that was published in MIT's Technology Review just last week. Here's the headline, quote, "Training a single AI model can emit as much carbon as 5 cars in their lifetimes." I mean, we find out in the article that, quote, in a new paper, researchers at the University of Massachusetts Amherst performed a life cycle assessment for training several common large AI models. They found that the process can emit more than 626,000 pounds of carbon dioxide equivalent, nearly 5 times the lifetime emissions of the average American car. And that includes the manufacturer of the car itself, end quote. This is a big deal, my human friends. These things are not only taking our jobs, stealing our livelihoods, but they're killing our planet, threatening our lives. As the article says, quote, "It's a jarring quantification of something AI researchers have suspected for a long time." It goes on to quote Carlos Gomez Rodriguez, a computer scientist at the University of A Coruña in Spain, who says, "Well, probably many of us have thought of this in an abstract, vague level. The figures really show the magnitude of the problem. Neither I nor the other researchers I've discussed them with thought the environmental impact was that substantial." This means that no one has been thinking about this. Not the folks who created a painting robot, not Cher, not Peter Thiel, or the people who created the mechanical barista, or Hillary Clinton's campaign. None of these people stopped to think about the environmental impact of creating these synthetic usurpers. And our elected officials didn't give it a single thought either. They're only concerned about what it takes to line their pockets to fund their next campaign, or how they're gonna pay for their swanky new DC digs.
It's not even like a raise, it's a cost of living adjustment.
And that's why I'm running for president of the United States of America in the year 2020. We need someone in Washington, D.C. who's going to stand up and say, enough is enough. We're not going to let you take our jobs. We're not going to let you enable bots, machines, and artificial intelligences in their quest to destroy our planet. I mean, we're not going to give in to the robot agenda. We're human beings, and we're going to do everything we can to keep America human. This country wasn't founded on what's efficient or what's progress. This country was founded on 3 simple and beautiful words. We the people. We the people. I'm standing up for the people of America, but I need your help, folks. I can't do this alone. The human party needs you. The human race needs you. The official start of the political season is Monday, February 3rd, 2020, the date of the Iowa caucuses. Now, this is when the parties begin to pick their candidates, starting in Iowa, then in New Hampshire, then Nevada, and so on. But because the whole thing starts in Iowa, the unofficial start of the 2020 presidential race is at the Iowa State Fair. Political candidates descend on this rural state to flock to the fair to get themselves photographed, pretending to be a real person. They pretend to enjoy fried food. They shake the hands of the people whose jobs they're trying to give over to the machines. Of course, this means the media is going to be out in full force looking for a narrative. The Iowa State Fair is less than 2 months away, August 8th through the 18th, and I intend to be there. That's one of the reasons I moved to Chicago, Illinois, is because of its proximity to Iowa. If we're going to get to the White House, we really need to show the country who's been fighting to keep America human. And I need your help. We need volunteers to come to the fair. We need crew to carry equipment and to get the word out. We also really need money. This kind of thing is not cheap. We have to think about lodging and food and day-to-day expenses. So donate if you can. If you can't volunteer your time, consider donating. Visit www.genepocket.org, that's G-E-N-E pocket.org, to find out how you can help or donate or volunteer. Or simply just go to patreon.com/genepocket, that's G-E-N-E pocket. We need your help, folks. The future of the human race depends on you. We have to come together, united under the banner of the human party, if we're going to have any chance of defeating the bots, machines, and artificial intelligences that threaten our humanity by taking away the very thing that gives us human dignity, our jobs. And that's why I'm going to be here every Thursday, bringing in news and updates that's fit for human use. Tell the people you care about this video. Maybe you know an artist or a barista. Tell everyone you know who cares about the future of this planet. Don't just share the link. Tell them face to face. Look into their eyes and tell them the truth. And be sure to visit www.genepocket.org. That's G-E-N-E pocket.org, where you're going to find all kinds of information about my campaign, the Human Party, and how you can volunteer. And most importantly, the link to our donation page. Donate today if you agree that we need to keep America human. Hit subscribe and ring that bell for notifications. I'm Gene Pocket, and until next week, I wish good things for you, good things for the United States of America, and all the best to the human race. Thanks, and have a great week.
We're not gonna let them take our jobs. We're not gonna be replaced. We won't live in a world that's run by bots. We won't let them take our place. We won't let machines take our rights. We'll stay together, we will fight. We're not gonna let them program our kids. We won't let bots control our news. We won't let machines divide with politics. We're not just data points to be used. We're human beings with living souls. We won't let the robots gain control. Together we'll keep America human. We're the human party. Together we'll keep America human. We're the human party. We're the human party.
Sure enough, a free and independent bird like that will never get used to the ramparts. The 12 convicts of the sport after a while, and the eagle seemed quite forgotten. But there was someone who, every day, put close to him a kindness. And he tears your hand for you by way of thanks, said the man who held him, looking almost lovingly at the spiteful bird. Let him die. But let him die in freedom, said the prisoners. Sure enough, he is free. He feels it. It's freedom. Yes, freedom. You won't see him anymore. "What are you about, sticking there? March, march," cried the escort, and all went slowly to where one of its legs was badly hurt. It gazed upon the curious crowd wrathfully, and opened its crooked beak, as if he were taking exercise for his corner, and limping along the palisade for a dozen steps or so, then went back, and so forwards and backwards, precisely as if prepared to sell its life dearly.